Within each and every role player lives this homeless character who wants nothing more than to quiet the heartbeat of every living thing that stands in his way. Today we celebrate this all too familiar character with...
Well now, looky here. It's the Murder Hobo Show.
I look like a well-fed fat guy naked. That's what I look like.
There's nothing relaxed on him.
Wow. I don't have pustules or any of that shiz. All right. Welcome to the Murder Hobo RPG actual play. We're running a little behind because, well, my players fucking suck ass and it is daylight savings time. So, I mean, there is that, right? I'm hearing an echo for some reason. Why am I hearing an echo? It's Pete. Pete's going to have to put his machine on fucking press to talk. Push a button to talk. Get after it, Pete.
How's that?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, yeah, that's better. Okay.
Goddamn Pete.
It's always fucking Pete. Always Pete. I have implemented on your character sheets. You can see there's a new mini. You can use them if you want. Vay, you have 20 points of blue for mana. And then I noticed you had 2 guns. Pete, I'm still coming through on yours. For some reason.
Hang on. I switched my mic off, but that didn't work. Let me just try. Push to talk.
Oh Christ, Pete's 300 settings for audio and fucking Gary's 300 settings for audio.
I know. Oh, fuck a doodle do.
I blame
Voice
Pete.
and audio.
I hope there's no echo in the channel. I should actually get Corey to go check that while I'm talking to Pete. So the
$6 headphones for a win.
The blue one is for your psionic power points. The 50 ammo. The yellow one is for your Wazer pistol. And then you have your Wazer SMG. I like how it's Wazer and not laser on your deal there. So the gimmick to this, if you didn't watch the video, Vay, is that on this side of your deal where it says 100, if you mouse over it from the back side, you'll see there's a T, which is for text. And you can click on that and add ammo to it. So if I click on this side and hit 20, it will auto reduce. Keeps you from having to, you know, if you do rate of fire 3, having to click 20 times. So you'll see on the left hand side and on the right hand side, sort of just beside the plus and minus. Right. It's right there. You just click on it. If you hit click there and press 20, type 20, hit enter, it'll give you 20 ammo back. Pretty straightforward. And then I don't have wounds or anything like that tracked because we will be using tokens. So you'll see on Daryl's character, for example, if I put it in the middle and I hit the plus sign, you'll see that Xiomara has 3 wounds. So we can put modifiers on it. I'll be able to track things like whether or not you're aiming and shit like that. Damn it, there was one other thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah, so fuck off, critical role. We're the real
right
deal.
Screw you, automated VTTs. How dare you? Charles, you only have 1, which is ammo for your laser pistol. Because you don't have any kind of skill other than just being a fucking plant that emanates.
I have no skills.
Yeah, you're just a pollen shooting fucking weirdo. I didn't do
college life.
I didn't do shit for your deal.
Weirdo.
Now, Gordon, you have 2 fatigue for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know wherever that came from. I don't know what you're fucking with here.
I don't know if you didn't delete them off your sheet or that kind of shit. But in case you did, you can access those by from behind. You'll see there's this gear here. And if you press the gear button, it'll pop up and you'll see you can hit the X up on top. Or if you want to clear all the markers, the button is down at the bottom. It's pretty straightforward, right?
But you add them to it?
Yeah, I'll just give you the token. You drop the token on top of your miniature and it'll pop up there. If it doesn't, if it pops up as a white square, so we'll delete the fatigues. If it pops up as a white square, you can just hit the X at the bottom and then it'll go back. And then Pete, you've only got a crossbow. It doesn't say
Yes.
how much ammo you have, so I'm assuming you have. I gave you 5 of 10, 5 of 10 bolts,
Okay.
and then you can go from there. And then yeah. Other than that, the gimmick is if I unlock my HUD states, I created this thing, and what it will do is I can pull out a state. For example, there's aim. If I right click, I have all of the different ones that I needed, including, say, like wounded. I can just change it to wounded.
Have you got one for shit yourself as well?
No, but I'll put one in specifically for, well, maybe you or maybe me.
Yeah, we need a brown pooping token.
Right? Essentially, I can just give you the token, and I think you guys can right click on it. I'm not 100% sure, but if you right click and go down to where it says states, they're alphabetical through it. Entangled, fatigue, hold, prone, incapacitated, shaken is on there.
Yeah.
Right? And then you just...
Yeah, this work, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just choose the state and drop it on your miniature, and that's how we can track where your life is at in this world.
Oh, this seems like a lot of work at our end, and
Oh.
it's going to pull us out of immersion.
Is that what's going to
Fuck
happen?
immersion.
Yeah.
Fuck your immersion.
I mean, what's going on here? Automation, minis that stay standing up. Bloody hell's all gone to pot, isn't it?
Man, I'm really figuring out how to work TTS lately. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Well, you're only on what, your 8th year in with it, right?
Right? It's only taken me that long. I think I need to check out a thing for Suede VTT and go down to the end. Okay. Combat, right click, so I want to go copy image address. Hopefully this will work. Objects, PDF. I think I have a PDF import model, which is this. Custom image import. Hopefully this will work.
Funny is the on the Twitch there, the murder hobo graphic is like the last GIF that was put in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm going to put
Yeah.
some boobies. I'm going to put some boobies in it. See what happens.
Yep.
Copy image address, custom, Control V. There you go. I'm glad that it's working. That's good. That was the intent. I didn't want anybody to have to put their faces up. I know that some of us are opposed to that kind of stuff, and I think it just fucking takes up bandwidth anyway. But at least if you look at what's going on, I've put your names underneath it on the Discord, so anytime you're speaking, it'll light up green in coinciding with the person that you're talking to, or that is talking. So
That's some quality there, bud. You're going all fucking Critical Role on us here.
I'm going to...
Be a pity when he's in prison for poaching, but there we go.
Yeah, it will be. All right, unselect. There we go. When I last played with Vay, when she was kicking ass and taking fucking names, I noticed that she was unaware of what Wild Attack was. And so I was thinking to myself, there is a list somewhere of things that you can do. And I forgot to put this in the game, but this is it here. I'm just going to leave this sitting here for this one. Excuse my coughing. And you'll see that there's a bunch of optional rules and stuff like that that are on here, like what bound and entangled do, breaking things, called shots and how they work, cover, defend, distracted. One of them should be Wild Attack. These might be left to
It's
right.
on the next page.
I put them on backwards. Is really what happened. This should actually go this side, like so. And hopefully,
grasshopper.
hopefully this helps everybody give you an idea of cool things that you can do, how to make people vulnerable. There's Wild Attack. It gives you +2 fighting, +2 damage, but you're vulnerable until the end of the attacker's next turn. It used to be that you would just take a shot from your parry or something like that. Your parry would be reduced. Adjacent foes get 1 free attack at retreating characters as long as they are not shaken or stunned. There's your power modifiers you can apply to any one of your spells if you have them. Even your psionics you can add power modifiers to. And then it's got the injury table right on it, plus rate of fire, which is actually kind of sweet. So Vay, if you shot your laser gun which is a rate of fire 3. Oh, for some reason it's only 10 bullets on this one. I wonder if it's different on Daryl's. Rate of fire 3.
Probably,
Nope.
Pekka probably updated it, haven't they?
Yeah, it seems to be right.
Right,
So, rate of fire
Question
3.
is,
Go ahead.
being that this is fast, furious, and fun, are we going to get 4 combats in?
It's possible. Let's find out. Let's clear the map, and we are going to start off. Oops, I cleared it, and then I went immediately to where I didn't need to go to. See all. Oh, I went the wrong way. Darkwani's build. When we last left off, you guys had just done a mission for old Darkwani. He was interested in getting himself a speeder bike. I'll give this a second to load.
That gong show.
All right, finished building. So you've arrived back at Darkwani's. I think he's in here somewhere. I don't know where Darkwani is. I see his robots and his security robots, but apparently that old Gomer's out screwing around somewhere. Do I have DARQ? Nope. I don't know what I would have called Darkwani. Savage Worlds. But anyways, screw that. I'm not going to sit here and look for him. Okay, so the old man...
Look under Bill. Yeah,
the old man's walking around his shop one day. Let's say it's the next day. You guys have recovered his speeder bike. And you've recovered from your wounds. Ziamara, she's taken a shit kicking. She got her guts chainsawed open. I think she was lit on fire. She was shot in the head with a fucking crossbow. And I don't know what other nasty things I imparted upon her, but I really kicked the shizzle out of her. And so she's
burning children.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that was all six. Six fucking started throwing Molotov cocktails around for a bit of revenge. Burned down a whole factory.
I redeem myself.
Yeah, a whole factory full of babies.
Listen, we are on a prison planet. I mean, you don't expect the cream of the crop there.
Well, to be honest, I'm sure that because it's a prison planet, and you're sent here for a life sentence, it's either death or come here. I'm pretty sure one of the rules would be we're going to take out your baby making factory. And
that's right.
So there really shouldn't be any babies here. I guess they don't want you to restart
In fact,
civil.
that really should have reduced our sentence. What it should be.
Life finds a
Yeah.
way.
But
Prisoner babies.
this is the thing: is look at Australia. They didn't get everybody and send them over there. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. All right. Well, I'm glad that the Discord thing is working. I see that Pete just changed it in my whatchamacallit. So that's awesome. Okay. So the old man Darkwani, he says to you the next morning, he's like, listen, it's time to go to the merchant's place, and I gotta take some of this material that I've been working on and get it to the merchant square. He's like, you guys want to come? Go to the merchant area, have a look around, maybe buy some things, do some stuffs. There's some things we can go look at. But anyways,
I'll jump on the train.
All right, I appreciate that. Woo woo. Well, wait a sec, I got a cough now, dude. Man, apparently doing that makes me cough. Oh, I appreciate that. Listen, if you might as well all come. And you could, maybe do some purchasing or sell some of those raw materials that you got. Well, when you go there, somebody will take that off your hands.
We do need some rebreather materials to build some rebreathers. I mean, 5 of us. We only got 2 of them among the 3 of us.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find something like that. Why don't we leave Ziomara here to rest a little bit, and we'll go to the market, and I can sell my goods and you guys can have a look-see around and see what you can find. So, everybody is in agreement, and Darkwani, he gives you some directions as to how to get to the market. It's probably 45 minutes to an hour away, kind of a thing, on the outskirts of town. There's a little shit bazaar. And he hops out into the front there, and he gets on his speeder bike. So he's like, I'll see you there, suckers. And then he just takes off on his speeder bike.
Oh, I shoot him.
What? Why would you shoot poor Darkwani, man? Let's see if I got some sweet sci-fi Darkwani taking off noises. No. Door opening, closing, blast door, elevator.
He wasn't down with making the chariot.
Hey, there he goes. See you later, suckers! And vroom, he just speeds off into the ruins of whatever the outland area towards the marketplace. So, you
Well,
guys,
we have 3 speeders. We brought back 3, so we have 2
Yeah.
available.
yeah. The problem is when you still got to get Gordon and there's 4 of you and 2 and you got 3, 2 of you and four people. Holy fuck around.
I would wager that Gordon tries to saddle up on one of them, and I'm gonna say he probably breaks one.
Man, there's 4 of you and 2 speeders, so who's taking them? Pete, I like the speeder you put in the... Oh, man, that's awesome. Dumb but awesome at the same time. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are going to hop on the speeders and fuck off. How about, or I don't know, you guys figure it out. Who's doing what? I'm going to need some
Do it like
rolls.
do it like the kids do it. You know, one driver and the other one sits in the handlebars in the front.
Oh, is that what you're going to do?
Hmm.
You're going to
We
put
just make a sidecar.
an 800-pound hippo man?
Yeah.
Maybe you
Or a
could put
trailer.
How far is town?
it's about 45 to an hour to the bazaar. So you're going to have to make a vigor check to get there.
Yeah, but isn't there also like a public transit that we ascertained the last game that there's?
Yeah, but it starts over near the junk zone, which is again an hour away from where you're at.
Man,
This-
everything's an hour away.
This
We're in the
this
burbs here.
yeah, this part of Irongate or this little Relics Point or whatever is way out in the burbs.
Man, I wonder if we should sign up for the homeowners association out here, see if we can clean up some of this area, get these lawns cut, and see if we can get public transit out here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it really seems like Darkwani is one of these preppers who lives outside of the main city anyway, so it kind of makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
Like, who's our counselor for this area? We really need to discuss with that.
Yeah, what's the zoning out here?
All right.
Can I make a bureaucracy roll?
Sure. You can make whatever rolls you want. Tell me how you do. tell me how you do.
Where's that I win button?
Oh, fucking
Better yet,
motherfucker! I just realized that I didn't change the stupid Twitch channel to whatever it is. All right, so you guys figure out what you're doing. I'm going to go change the Twitch channel so that it actually reads right. Video producer, and I got to change this.
You know Eric's going to give you shit.
Right? It's just every time. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't change it. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll change it afterwards. God damn it! Always gets me. I hate it so much. Back to the gameplay. Let's go. That little bit of silence was brought to you by me. Thank you very much.
Let's see, we could always just flip this table and say fuck it.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think that's an option for you guys. I think that table flip is not a permission I have given
I don't
you.
know. It's not darked out, man. You're awfully trusting.
Wow. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I say we walk it, but take
Yeah,
the
go on, we'll
speeders
walk it.
just in case.
What was that?
Like
Six?
Darkwani, yeah.
Sorry, I missed what you said, Vay.
I say we walk it, but we take the speeders just in case.
Okay. Well, 3 of you can take it, but I don't think you're going to fit Gordon the Rhino on it. I mean, you
So
can.
you got so it's like when you got like the 2 kids with bikes walking because
Yeah,
they're
they're
two
just
Oh,
riding
on
slowly.
bikes.
Shit.
Yeah.
I know. Arnie's gonna improvise a pair of roller skate horseshoes.
All
So
right.
what do you want to roll for that?
And well, have you got MacGyver or something like that? Because I think you were
Oh
talking
hell
about.
no!
Well, what's Mr. Fix It?
I repair better.
Oh. I don't see anything on your character sheet. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna say make like a repair roll or something like that. See if you can't find some wheels or maybe make a makeshift cart. Actually, you know what? Rather than do that,
Oh,
sure. Actually, you can roll and see if you can make a makeshift
Are
cart.
you rolling?
6.
Okay. Sweet. You find a couple of old bicycle wheels. You slap them together, and build yourself a cart that you can put behind one of the speeder bikes and drag drag Gordon. He'll fit in it. The wheels are kind of wobbly; they're not straight. So the faster you go, the more it wobbles. And
it's like one of those carriages that someone bicycles and they have their children in behind that little tent carriage.
Mm-hmm. All right, off to
awful.
the.
Gordon could walk, guys.
Off to the junk bazaar. Before I load the junk bazaar in, I'm going to say you guys make it there. Maybe it takes half an hour. I won't make anybody roll for the poisonous gas if you're not wearing a mask. Is there anything you guys wanted to do at the junk bazaar? You roll into this place and it's just like your typical flea market, sort of built on the outside of town. There's a junk dealer with a bunch of scrap metal and shit like that. You see Darkwani's speeder bike parked off around one of like a building there somewhere. Not quite sure what he's doing, but he looks happy as a pig and shit. He's got some coins he's flipping. You see him put them in a purse. He looks over. He's like, "Oh, hey, well, you made it to the market. That's good. Nice cart." He looks at Gordon. Gordon's relatively shaken up. In fact, you know what? Rather than do that, Gordon, I'm going to make you make a fatigue roll for holding onto this wobbly cart for 30 minutes. It's like being on a boat. Wobbly wheels. You're going kind of fast. You're shaking. You're vibrating.
What do you want? Vigor roll for that?
Sure.
Cool. He's coming.
Oh shit! Look at that. Your first roll of the game. Fucking wow! Nailed it. Well done, my dude. Yeah, no problems. You're used to this for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you had some shit wobbly rides when you were a kid that you used to play on all the time. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I mean, coming from a non-technological planet, I mean, they do everything off of like horse and buggy kind of stuff. So I mean, they're used to the Rough Rides and that.
Yeah, the Rough Rider is your gimmick.
That's right, the Rough Rider.
I see fucking Pete drop this sweet donkey in the deal. This is so much better now because I have to look over at my OBS and now I can see it. What does it say in the back? It's just Toyota.
I know that's on the face, that one.
Oh my god. So you roll into a bunch of kind of like old sand huts and stuff like that. There's a name for what they are called. 1 second, I'm gonna.
Brilliant, very brilliant.
There's a name for what these buildings are called. They're kind of made of sand and mud, sort of thrown together, but they end up having a nice shape and stuff like that. They don't look fucking shanty or any of that kind of shit. And there's a bunch of people selling various stuff, some foods, and different bits and shit like that. While you're here looking around, Vey, well, let's start with 6. You're walking around the marketplace talking to Darkwani. He's got his bag of coins and shit like that, and he's got a happy little grin on his face. Is there anything you wanted to buy at the marketplace, or anything you're looking for?
Well, I have a rebreather already, but I could help the others out in finding materials that they can use to buy one as well.
All right. I'm gonna say it's just gonna be a notice check. I'm assuming. There's nothing. You're just walking around looking for, bits and bobs, air filters, air canisters, some kind of hoses or something like that you can make a makeshift rebreather out of. Ooh, damn Skippy. Yeah, it doesn't take long before you find like one of the more important parts. One of these actual like full-on filter cans. In fact, you're going to find 2 of them. This old lady, she's sitting there in her chair. And she's looking at you. I think I even have an old lady somewhere in here because I've been collecting parts.
You've been collecting old ladies?
Yeah, I collect old lady parts.
Why am I not surprised?
Where is she? Yeah. Oh, here she is.
His suit's almost ready.
Old woman. I'll blow her up and zoom in on her so you can have a chat with her. She's like, "Oh, dearie, that's some beautiful pink hair that you got there. What can I do for? Would you like an apple? I have one right here."
Well, I like to get these canisters that you have right there.
You want the canisters? Oh, you need to make a little bit of a rebreather, do you? Well, let's make a deal. What have you got in trade? Because, here we like to barter before we like to just straight up sell some things.
I just have credits.
Well, that's some bullshit
What
right
it is.
there. Credits.
What are
I
these
was-
credits for?
Right. We're on a goddamn prison planet. I've been here 40 years. Look at me. You don't have no dentures or nothing like that? Eric can drag. Wow, poor Lamoureux getting fucking shit kicked.
I got these from, what was it, electronics parts, or what was it that I got?
It was 200 creds worth of electronics.
Oh, it's electronics, sorry.
Listen here, sweetie. You know what I could really use?
It says 350 credits on the box, but it's actually electronics.
You know what I could really use? I haven't had a bra in 20 years, and my left titty fell out about 10 years ago, and it's got some sag going on the one side more than the other, and I ain't been able to get me a man in some time. So I tell you what, I'll give you one of them rebreathers for that there bra you got on.
This is built into my suit. I'm not sure how I could do that.
Oh,
I mean, I could rig you something up.
that'd be mighty nice of you. Maybe I could make something out of those 350 credits worth of scavenged parts. I'll make myself a metal bra or something like that. Darkwani, how is you? And her and Darkwani start talking like they're old friends. Darkwani's laughing. He looks over at you. He's like, "Oh, she's a bit of a lunatic, that one." All of a sudden, he's Irish leprechaun guy. I don't know where.
He's gonna feel the dynamic.
I don't know where that came from. She rummages through your box of parts and she pulls out a few things. I'm going to say maybe 100 credits worth of stuff. And she's kind of looking around. In fact, well, two of the more important parts probably going to run you 200 credits for each one of those things. How's that sound? We got ourselves a deal, Eric and Drag says. I wish I could do my Frenchman accent because I would do that.
You know, I was saving 200 credits for a birthday present for a friend of mine. Can we just make it 150?
Oh, you got a friend? You got a nice boyfriend? I haven't had me one of them in some time.
I think it's a boy. It's a plant. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Fucking Pete. Oh my god. I might have to get rid of that feature just because I keep looking at it and seeing what's going on over there. She's like, "You got yourself a sweet somebody you're sweet on?"
Yeah, that's right.
Rock's going to push Gordon forward and say, "Come on, now's your chance. Get in there.
Get in there.
Sweet talker."
All right. Where were we again? I got sidetracked by that midget over there holding up that lady's big gazongas.
I was going to give you 150 credits worth of electronics for those 2 canisters.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal. She hands you the 2 canisters, takes about 150 credits worth of parts off of you. And she turns around, she blows Darkwani a kiss as she kind of like tucks her one boobie in that's a little saggy and tries to make herself a little bit more presentable in front of old Darkwani, but he's already sort of staring off at the midgets and the big bazongas lady that's across the thing there.
Is this sort of place where we get I'd get Quack would get crossbow bolts, or is that somewhere else?
Nope, you could find them in this area too for sure. Darkwani looks at the old lady. He's like, "Hey, maybe you could get yourself one of them there little fellers to hold up your one boob." And the best part is, if you could find one with just one arm, that's all you'd need, right? And she's like, "Oh, Darkwani, you're such a kidder. You're such a kidder." And then she just kind of turns around and sort of disappears. Charles, what is Arnie doing while this is going on?
Vomiting, but other than that, he needs rebreather parts too. So, are we doing the roll to find one, roll to translate what you told us are credits into something else, and play with some old woman's boobs thing now, or what?
Yes.
Well, while you're doing that, I give you 2 of these canisters. I'm not sure what you can do with these.
Well, I hold them up, but I hold one lower, and so I'm just like the old woman, right? Is that what you wanted me to do?
That's what I was inspired from, yes.
All right, make me a notice
But I
roll.
already have a rebreather, so these are parts for the rest
How
of
many
it.
parts do we need, Garrett?
You just need some, dude. You got to have the canister. You got to have the hoses, the part that goes around your mouth.
Yeah, no, Unless you count scavenging. If this is scavenging, I failed.
Well, I would assume it's kind of like scavenging, except you're in you're in an area where all the stuff is brought to one place. Have you got a scavenge bonus?
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
some bennies, right?
It's like at the flea market. You got to dig to the bottom of the stuff to find a good.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm in a pile of crap with tools, and a bunch of stuff just is like broken and will not work. So I'm like having to break things apart to find them, and I guess that's how I do it.
Yeah,
That's
kind
a
of.
good point, Faye. We haven't done our bennies yet, have we?
Well, cards, but I wasn't going to say
cards.
anything.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get to them when we need them, and then I'll let you do your business. So Arnie, you're kind of looking around this junk pile. You're looking for the hoses that are going to connect this canister to like some kind of mouth piece that you can put on. You don't have the mouthpieces yet. You do have the canisters, but you find, because you don't exactly find the hoses that you're looking for, there's an old toilet there. Somebody's ripped out. It's
Perfect.
it's got a couple of like hoses that are connected into it, and you're pretty sure that you could, with a couple of clamps, you could use the pipes that are coming off this old ceramic toilet bowl that's sitting there to hook up to this thing and use those. Not 100% sure what you're looking for, but it'll work. It'll be good enough.
Okay. Yeah, I would enjoy having those.
All right. So this old man, he looks at you. He's like, "Oh, Jimmy's the name, plumbing's the game." Hey, plant man. He looks at you. He gets up close and he's like, he sees that you got one of those little talkie devices on, and so he says a thing to you, and you start squirting pollen all over the place. He gets in real close.
Oh yeah.
Takes a sweet sniff of your good pollen that's kind of puffing and popping all over the place as your dialect machine reiterates what you're trying to look and do. And he's like, "Oh, you're interested in them there hoses for the plumbing." He's like, you plants, the shit's, sometimes makes for fertile soil."
So does human corpses.
Oh shit. Okay, well, let's just talk business then. I see that you're not one for any kind of the funny stuff. What do you got there? What do you got in trade? You got something you can offer up? Let's make a deal.
Yeah, I got credits or something worth of credits from last time I scavenged.
All right. Well, what do you got that would be any good?
I have this pile of crap.
Okay.
It looks like a transistor. Space transistor.
He roots through it, and he's kind of looking and shit like that, because it's just a couple of old plumber's hoses. He's like, "Here, I'll take this," and he grabs like 50 credits worth of stuff. Are you looking to get rid of the rest of that stuff? I'll give you 200 credits for all of it.
Well, don't you know we don't do a credit economy here? It's purely barter. Why are you trying to cheat me? Is it because you're racist against plants?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Nobody likes a plant.
That's
Name
true.
that plant,
Nobody trusts.
Not in the Garyverse.
Nobody
Not
trusts
in the
you.
Garyverse.
Ain't just looking at you, you look funny. And you don't even speak. You just squirt stuff all over the place, making a mess, pollen everywhere. It's weird.
Right. Shooting all over you.
Who would trust you? So what do you say? You want to get rid of that stuff? 200 credits? I'll take it all off your hands.
Yeah, actually, I got another 100. I didn't put on my sheet. It's but it's in savaged, so I just checked that. So, can you take another 100?
Where did you get this from, you fucking cheater?
Because I scavenged at one point and have more.
And you just didn't write it on your sheet?
It's in my savaged file.
Oh.
I use official products.
Lame.
Ooh.
Lame. I give you
What is
the...
this savage file? What
Yeah.
is this?
Don't start.
For that.
Are you sure it was just 100 credits in your savage file and not 200?
I had 350 though.
This is why
Also 500.
This is why nobody trusts you, you cheating ass plant.
Well, I don't trust tabletop to not crash and reload from a previous save point. I learned that already.
All right. I'll tell you what, 1,250 credits worth. Holy shit, this stuff's multiplying. You rich.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll take it off your hands. 300 credits for all of it?
Yeah.
Damn, Skippy. Here,
I do the same thing. I screenshot my character sheet.
he gives you the the two pieces of toilet hose that are there, and he gives you takes your stuff off of you. He's like, it's been, I'd say it's been a pleasure doing business with you, but it's just been doing a business thing. And he kind of turns around and puts his back to you.
I squirt like pickle scent on him then.
Oh, all of a sudden you see him, he reaches down and he opens his lunchbox and he starts eating a pickle.
Oh, it's perfect.
I don't know why, I just had an inclination that I needed myself a pickle. He's chewing away on it. Gordo, what's Gordon doing?
Well, let's see here. So I guess Gordon's gonna try to look for, maybe the mouthpiece or something.
All right, you make me a notice check and see what you can find. Oh, I hope it's a fail.
Oh my God, too, because I totally wanted him to find the jock cups and use those instead.
Mm-hmm. That is a fan. Not only is that a fantastic idea, that's a way better idea than anything I could come up with.
Oh my dear God! Notice there it is. Okay, perfect. I think I'd learn how to play Savage Worlds by now.
Yeah, I remember my first game too. Oh, that's going to be a success. All right, so yeah, you're kind of walking around, rummaging through the piles and shit like that. You find a rebreather mouthpiece, sort of sitting there with a broken bit of hose on the one end of it. And yeah, this virile young lady walks up. She's like, "Oh, don't you look like a big handsome man?" She starts rubbing her fingers across your chest, touching you inappropriately. She's like, "It's been some time since I've seen an Orax around these parts, except for that Hammer fella, but he talks funny." And yeah, she's like, "What can I do you for, big fella?"
Well,
I need an adult.
What's that?
I need an adult.
I need an adult. Show us on the
See you then.
Show us on the RX doll where the bad lady touched you.
Yeah, she just kind of runs her fingers down between your cleavage and down your little six pack there. She gives you that look like,
He's so Gordon's feeling a little awkward because he has his Orax wife and like 3 little Oraxlings, back in the homeland there. So he's a little off on that one. Yet meanwhile he's trying to cross his back legs because it is giving him a rhino job.
What brings you to Irongate there, big fellas?
We're just looking for some bits and pieces here. Looking for some of these mouth things for rebreathers.
I don't.
And honestly, I'm
kind
of hungry here. I'm looking for some space shawarma here.
You looking for a sandwich? I got a sandwich you can eat. Hello.
How about we get these? Let me get these mouthpieces first. How much you want for these this set of mouthpieces here?
I don't know what's going on here, but every time you talk, Arnie pops in. Are you changing your settings, Charles, or doing a thing?
No.
No, you're showing
Pops
up.
in. What do you mean?
I'm even muted on my headset.
I don't hear him.
Well, that's weird. It's coming through staticky. All right. So, anyways, sorry. What were you saying, Gordon?
Oh, I'm just looking for these. What is it you're looking for these mouthpieces? What can I, what can I get these for? I got this box of, stuff. I don't know what the hell to do with this, but I'll give you this box of stuff if I can get those rebreathers and one of them, Prison Planet shawarmas there.
Yeah. Let me get that sandwich for you. She's like, she knows a little bit about Orax physiology, so to speak. So yeah, you're half human, half rhino, and she gives you like an alfalfa sprout sandwich kind of a thing with just a touch of mayo on it or whatever kind of weird, white goop she's got going on, and she hands you the sandwich. She's like, "I got these mouth breathers right here. This is what you're looking for. You can have them both because they're in mint condition for 150 credits.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, he's just going to give her the whole box of stuff because what the hell is he going to do with it? He has no idea.
You're generous, fella.
Yeah, he's just going to give her the whole thing, right? For an exchange well done.
How'd you get to be so generous? Maybe you got something else you'd like to give me?
No. Here's a box of parts.
She hands you the
delicious sandwich, though.
She hands you the rebreather, and in doing so, she takes one of them and she like sort of licks the entire outside of it real sensually, and then hands it to you. She's like, "You come back and see me later on after the market closes.
Will do.
I'll get you
Hey,
a real.
Quack Quack, got your rebreather mask here, bud.
I'll get you a real sandwich."
Get your real sandwich, a little clam sandwich.
Cockwalk, insect baby, what are you doing?
Yes, I'm good, man.
Okay, what's going on?
So Quack is looking for some crossbow bolts because he's got 5, so he thinks he'll have a route around so he can find. Don't have to necessarily to be straight. Straightish will help.
Okay,
He's not the best shot.
go ahead and roll notice. I'm going to see if I can't find crossbow bolts and what they're worth in the old Pinnacles thing here. While you're doing that,
notice. Okay, so that'll be okay.
oh, I think there it is. Crossbow, hand drawn, ranged weapons. Modern, futuristic, medieval, those are melee weapons.
The ammunition. I've got the crossbow. It's just the ammunition.
Oops. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can figure out what they would go for in here somewhere. I should probably just use my PDF on my deal. Black powder weapons, ranged modern firearms, shotguns, rifles, machine guns, special weapons, flamethrowers. Wow. Missiles.
Oh, if you haven't got any crossbow bolts, missiles will do.
I'll take a 40mm cannon, please. All right, I don't see bolts in there anywhere. So
just add
what did you
5 bolts? I've got 5, so I just wanted 5 more. That was all to get up to 10. So I could click this fancy schmancy little HUD. Oop.
All right. Sure. I'm trying to X this down here without closing some stuff down. Yeah, the same lady that you and what's his name there? You and Gordon are kind of hanging out together as you're walking around the bazaar looking at things, and she's got a stack of crossbow bolts that she's fashioned. She's like, these are my specialty, and she kind of hands them to you. You look at the tips on these things, and they've got some kind of metal caps on them and stuff like that. Like they're not just straight wood sticks. She's like, this is what I like to do in my spare time. And yeah, she's like, I whittle these things up, a little bit of blacksmithing. Sometimes I buy parts off that guy over there. And she points at Darkwani across the way. And yeah, I'll take his stuff and turn them into these things. So she gives you some crossbow bolts.
They're very nice. And I'll sort of stroke them erotically. Oh yes, they're very smooth.
What have you got for trade there, stick man?
Well, funny you should mention it. And he sort of roots through his bits of junk, and he finds some old coins, probably things like a dollar coins. And so, now these would make very good tips for your next crossbow bolts. Look at this one; it's got some president on there they used to have back in the day, Trumpy Wumpy or something his name was.
Oh my God, the Trump coin. That's awesome. There we go. I had to re-scroll down on the list of things. She's like, oh, those look fantastic. I could work wonders with these. She'll take them. I'll take those. She hands you 20 of her finest bolts.
Oh.
Here's a quiver for 25. It's weird that they don't have it. I can't find it in here, like a bolt. Arrow bolts. There we go. 1 pound, 5 arrows. Cost never doesn't say anything. Whatever. Cool. Okay, so you've got you got 20.
That's me. But me little HUD only goes up to 10.
Oh, that's all right. We'll take you over to the re-hutter, and we'll hit load from Mini. It'll load your stuff in. Check this out.
I can feel it going up my back passage. Ooh.
20 and currently 20, and then we'll go remove Add. And look at that. Simple as that.
Brain's got nothing on you, I tell you.
Wow. It worked. Now you got 20. 20 bolts. She's like, it just so happens. Oh, wait a sec. I forgot her voice. Hey, listen here, insect fella, sexy man. Those are some pretty nice pinchers, but I tell you what, I got a quiver that you can put all those arrows in so you don't have to carry them, specifically made for someone of your bug-like ilk.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you've got a very fine quiver, my lady.
Mm-hmm. It's made out of...
I think she likes you, Quack Quack.
It's made out of some carbon weaved so that you can't pinch it with your pinchers by accident there, sharp fingers.
Can I stroke the quiver before buying, please?
Oh, sure. And she holds it out. And she's got her hands spread really wide apart so that you be careful. Last time I had a run-in with one of your ilk, I couldn't walked funny for weeks. Now take it easy, fingers. And she holds it out.
Claws to you, and he'll give it. He'll give it a quick stroke with the back of his claw.
All right. Yeah. So
Yes.
it's got some kind of cool little carbon. You just couldn't slice it off as easily as you slice through rope. It's a little bit sturdy, a little bit thicker, and it's kind of designed to fit around your carapace.
Yes.
Cool beans. She's like, you want this as well?
Oh, yes, baby.
All right. How about 50 credits? You got some. I see you got a pile of junk there still.
Yes. Go on. For you, I'm sure I can take the 50 credits for that. Yes.
You're looking to get rid of all of that stuff? I'll give you these. Oh fuck, man! I forgot what the name of the shit is called. Relium credits. So you can just put down straight credits, so you're not walking around with junk, Pete.
Yep.
All right, cool. So you guys all found some shiz, and I'm assuming you're gonna maybe try and find a warehouse or something like that in the area. Darkwani's he's like, hey, listen, Darkwani was the woman. Darkwani comes over, he's like, hey, listen here, I know a guy around the corner. Maybe he'll let you use this machine shop where I drop off my parts, and then you can try and assemble them there breathers and stuff like that while you're here. What do you think? Maybe I could put in a word for you? Hello?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I was talking. What do you do? Are you daydreaming, Six? What's going on there, girl? Wow. Here, come with me.
You're so cross-eyed. I didn't know you were talking to me.
I did get myself into nipping some of that apple bomb over there, and he points to it, and you can see there's like a guy selling some kind of hard whiskey or something like that, and he said I might have had a few too many of them there, but hey, listen, I know a guy over here. He can help you. Maybe I could put in a good word. You could use his shop and build some of them things. So he grabs you by the hand. He's like, follow me. And the lot of you all hook up and whatnot. And he leads you to the side of this. Yes, he leads you to this building. He's like, wait here. Old Patrick, he's not one to be messed with. And he doesn't really like it when I show up unexpected with this many visitors. You might get a little trigger happy and maybe put holes in all of us. Just hang tight for a second. So he wanders off inside. You can hear some talking going on. A short while later, he comes back out. He's like, yeah. Old Patrick says it's not a problem. You go on in there and help yourself. Which one of you is gonna do her? Actually, you can all go. I'm just gonna wander around and look for some things. And he see him. He walks off, gets himself another one of them apple bombs, and he's just walking around the market looking at stuff, picking up little knickknacks and doing this. So you guys walk into this building. You're hanging out 30 minutes inside this building, kind of a thing, sort of putting things together. Patrick's helping you find pieces that you need, and you're using his machines to maybe tack weld some stuff together, and some clamps and stuff like that. And eventually, after about 30 minutes or so, you've just about got these things all set together, when all at the same time, all of your cybernetics go off. The implants that you have in your head for communication, they start pinging while you're in this marketplace, and immediately you all realize what it is. Birch Ranzo is in the area. He's somewhere within the vicinity. the implant in your head makes you aware of this while you guys are all sort of working. You kind of finish up what you're doing in there, and just as you're about to sort of try them out and you're testing them on, make sure they fit for size and stuff like that, you all kind of look at each other like, "Are you hearing this?" And yeah, you've got a ping on old Birch Ranzo.
Is it like a tracking device or something? In that the closer we get, more it pings, or more frequently it pings, or
I don't really know how it works, to be honest with you, but you can make it work however you want.
I mean, seems like just keep walking around in circles until the thing is really pinging in your head. But maybe shut it off, or taking it out.
It's probably like aliens, isn't it? But it's the movement sensor.
Yeah.
Mine tells me which direction.
Thanks, Bank.
And distance.
Oh, that's why mine's made in China. Heap of shit.
Yeah, Gordon's got the budget one. He's got the Dollarama one.
I'll read you. Eventually, a Blood Runner job takes him close enough to the heroes that when their devices go off, they see he's actually within half a mile. So I don't know what devices they're talking about. You don't have anything on your person other than this implant that's in your head. Maybe there's some kind of optical display or something like that with this implant. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and look again. But the implant in your head all pings at the same time, and you are aware that good old Birch Ranzo is somewhere in this marketplace area.
Our communication devices are implants as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can communicate without alerting those around us.
Yes.
All right, well, I say secretly to the others. I guess we need to find Birch, but we have to be careful not to blow his cover, because blowing his cover would blow ours.
All right. You guys finish up inside the shop and make your way back into the marketplace, I'm assuming. Gonna go on a little quest to see if you can't find old Birch.
Yeah, we got our rebreathers.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's got a rebreather. Seems to be working.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, seems to be
Nice.
working, and everything is kosher. I'm going to say that the device in your head, let's say that it does ping or something like that, and as you get closer, it sort of pings more. Pong. There's somehow it is set up so that you can hear the direction in which it pings. So if he's behind you, it's almost as if you hear it in your ears behind you. And so you just kind of walk around sort of nonchalantly throughout the marketplace for a couple of minutes. And eventually, you turn your head, you hear the ping, and he's in front of you. So you start walking in that direction. Takes you maybe 15 minutes of walking through the marketplace, listening to the pings in your head. You're kind of taking it easy and, not trying to draw any attention to yourself. Whence you come to a building.
Is whence the word?
Are there
Whence
children inside that we could burn it down?
Whence is now a word. Whence is now officially a word. You guys can place your characters on the map right here. In this section over here. Might have to change the size of 6 to 111.
I'm a big girl.
Gordon's. Darkwani is going to be, a little bit bigger than the rest. Gordon's already 1.2. Charles, are you regular size?
That's a personal question.
What are you, 5?
Yeah, I mean, what are you asking? Are you asking Charles or?
His character.
5,
There's a
5 and a
reason I
half?
don't go on cam. Come on.
Come on, guys, get them out. Let's compare sizes.
Or are you like a bigger dude like Gordon?
We do have a ruler function on here, so
Yeah. No, I should be normal size, whatever.
Okay. I'm just going to put you down at 1 then, size 1. So you and 6 are relatively the same size, and Gordon is because he's big rhino dude. He's a little bit bigger, and I'm assuming Cockwalk is a little bit bigger too. All right, so you're walking through the marketplace, through the various buildings and stuff like that, and you come to this building right here. You get the sense that Birch Ranzo is inside this building somewhere, or maybe he's in the local vicinity in this area right here. 6, what are you doing? Oh, hold on a second.
Well, first of all,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm amazed at your robot that's moving around in the courtyard here.
Oh yeah, you like that, eh? This is
How'd you do that?
somebody's made animated things and they just roll around.
Can anyone else hear a goose in the background?
Yep, gonk gonk.
Talk to me, goose.
Check out, there's one over here too. There's a little floating eyeball. I'm not sure if
okay,
they.
so there's no pathing. It's just animated.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Okay.
Were you on Uncle Jay's bong when you did this?
No, this is built by a guy named the Yodax, and I just stole it and incorporated it into this. So you guys have a cool map to play on. A couple of robots walking around, some security details, but this is what the marketplace kind of looks like. This little area that you're in right here is a sort of a junkyard area, like a little scrap area where people bring some of the bigger pieces and stuff like that. It's gated off and the like. I was going to go deal you guys some bennies. So what are you doing, 6? While you're doing that, I'll deal out some bennies.
Okay, so this is still the market area, so it's not out of the way to come knocking at this door, looking to purchase things. So I'm gonna do that.
All right. Yeah, you kind of walk up to that door. You give it a bit of a knock. As you walk up and you reach your hand out to knock on the door, it just opens up. Inside, there's a guy standing behind the counter. He's just kind of hanging out. He's like, hey, what can I do for you? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome to Sammy's chop shop. What do you need there? You got some stuff? You got some things?
Oh, I can't get in there.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
All right. Well, I'm in there. I'll walk inside.
Yep. What can I do for you? He says as you hover above the building.
Oh, well, I'm not really sure what I need yet. I want to look around. That sort of thing where you need it when you see it.
Okay.
Browsing.
Sure thing. He points over to the wall.
Browse-ificated.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to put on a safety vest and a hard hat over there on the wall. Who got some? If you're going to go out in the yard and take a look around, maybe see if you can find some pieces that you need, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, just go ahead and grab yourself a hard hat and a safety vest, and you just watch out. Some of the stuff is there's some sharp bits, maybe some nails laying around, that kind of thing. Some building supplies. It's a little treacherous out there. We try and keep it organized, but every once in a while it does get away on us. Go ahead and help yourself out in the yard there, Sammy's. He points to the back of the shop, which is behind the desk that he's standing on, and it will open up. Essentially, you come out and you're standing on this platform back here. I don't know if I can get you in there. Skaboosh.
Ooh.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh, I actually got there.
Yeah, it didn't make you fly in the air or do anything else of the sort. Now, are the rest of you guys following with 6?
Yeah, TTS must be broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Entirely up to you guys.
Lift me up. As Quack walks towards the door, he sort of looks above him, thinking, "What's this bloody yellow bar hovering over my head?"
Fucking Gordon goes launching across the room. Way to work your TTS there, buddy.
Yep.
Uh,
I'll fix
6.
it in post.
You walk out into the back of this little area here, and then Gordon Cockwalk, and why does it say Charles on your deal? Did you change that?
Because that's what you put it there.
I did not. AARN apostrophe NEE something or other. NEEE Nini.
I just fixed it. You can retype it. There it is.
There
There's that Canadian public education system at work.
extra vowels on everything.
Well, you get what you pay for there.
Yeah.
So you walk out into the little back area of this guy's yard. The door's closed behind you. Psh. Nothing villainous with the doors closing. So don't start chucking Molotov cocktails and killing children and babies. But when you get into the backyard of this place, you'll see there's a service truck right over here. And then behind the service truck, sort of peeking around the front, is this Rakishan-looking guy. There is that fucking static again. Charles? There we go.
No?
Yeah, it's coming from your end. I don't know what it is you're doing, but it sounds like you're like... It just sounds like... Arnie, this Rakishan guy, he's leaning around the front, and in the back there, you see there's like a bunch of scav gang members. Some of them have some crossbow bolts trained on them. The others, you know, one you can see there's a guy with a chainsaw again, and some dudes with the golf clubs and shit like that. But this guy's standing behind this deal over here, and he kind of looks over at you, and he goes, I think I'm the one you're looking for. I could use a hand. Let's get this cleaned up, and we can have a chat. And then he goes, prrrr.
So, of course he does.
Let's have a chat. Prrrr. Now, if you are...
Does he sit down and do that weird cat licking his balls thing with his one leg right out?
yeah, well, that's the thing, right? He kicks that one leg out far. starts getting real busy and shit like that.
If he is, I still can't reach.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go Control C, Control V. I just popped a bunch more down just to make it a little bit more of a challenge. I might actually just get rid of. Oh, I just made more stuff for Pete to. Yeah, more stuff for Pete to rename. You start walking across over towards him, and as soon as you start making your way towards him, these guys start yelling at you. They're like, "Stay right there! We're gonna take that stuff, and there ain't anything you're gonna do about it." And yeah, they kind of point at you guys, and they're kind of giving you the "don't move" or "you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it too. We're gonna take that stuff, and listen here. Not only are we gonna take that stuff, we're gonna drive right on out of here, and you're not gonna follow us. Do you understand?" Old Debbie Harry starts making his way towards the front door, and
What stuff are they talking about taking? Stuff that I have, or
nope, the stuff that's in the back. They want Birch Ranzo's loot. He's here making a delivery. You can see there's some crates piled up near the back of the truck here, and old Birch Rando was basically making a delivery when he came into town, and you found him in here.
Well, if he focused on the truck instead of licking his own balls, he'd be okay.
Right. So yeah, Birch kind of looks over. He's like, they're kind of in a standoff right now because old Birch, he's got a laser pistol, and these guys pretty much just have, you know, their regular melee weapons and shit like that. But yeah, they're like slowly advancing closer and closer, and they're like, you know, telling you guys to stay out of it. You know, no need to get involved. We're gonna take this truck, and yeah. That's the game plan. So just turn around and back the fuck up. How's that sound?
No can do.
Sounds aggressive. I mean, you can't back down when you start that high. You know, maybe negotiate first, and then when things don't work, you go up to being aggressive like that. I don't know how your negotiation strategy is. But...
adventure deck. Let me deal to everybody. You guys are seasoned now?
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to put this card back in the deck. And I'm going to shuffle again. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit deal to all again. You get 2 cards, but I think you can only use 1 regardless. But because you're seasoned, you now get 2 cards. Shuffle the action deck, and I will deal action cards to everybody. And I'm going to deal an extra one to myself.
With your special.
Yes, because I am going to make Johnny Ramone the leader of this gang. He's the one that's doing all the talking. He's telling you guys to beat it.
I'm on the wrong board.
Split. So I'm going to make Joey Ramone a wild card. and he's going to act of his own volition.
Oh, kind of sounds like he wants to be sedated.
Yeah, he's the one with the big mouth on him. You know, he's telling you guys to fucking beat it, pound salt, get out of town, walk away with your lives. He's like, hey, walk away with your lives, huh? Come on, what do you want to be around here for? We're just gonna take this truck, and we're gonna be on our way. Everybody walks away peacefully with all the limbs and digits and fingers and stuff intact, right? You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's my sweet Italian Joey Ramone.
I don't understand that one at all.
Suck it, Charles. Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? If you don't walk away peacefully and let us take your shit, he's gonna fucking start unloading his gun on you. Anybody? Bueller? She's open right now. Actually, why don't
Well, I mean, we just dealt the cards. Am I first?
I got a
I'm
king.
certainly gonna do something if I can.
All right, so I got a king, and Joey Ramone. He's kind of standing behind Debbie Harry, using Debbie Harry for cover, but you know, not really. Well, here's his two thugs, his two hairy Debbies, and yeah, he's gonna go on hold, but he's got his gun pointed at. Oh man, who do I like? I think I like the Plant Man today. He's got his gun pointed at Arnie, because, yeah, he's like, man, if it's one thing, he says to Debbie Harris, if it's one thing I don't like, it's a plant trying to be a human. You know what I means?
Fucking anti-plantites.
Yeah, so he's on hold, and he's telling you guys to pound salt. After his turn, where are we at? I got an 8 on the Mook's turn, so that would put you next, 6. Anybody want to spend a Benny on a better card? No? No? Okay, 6 it is. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to cast Confusion right in the middle of all with a large blast template.
Large blast template.
That should hit everyone except for Joey.
All right, objects. OBT. Blast. Templates. Area templates. Search for large blast template. Do you happen to know off by chance? Does anybody know how big a large blast template would be?
I think that's
Bigger than the
far.
medium.
Thanks, pal.
Got it.
I
Here for it.
appreciate the help. I know there's a thing inside the Savage Worlds deal template that tells
I'm
you
looking for it.
how many feet it actually is.
Even searching through the bloody rules, the PDF is not.
Oh, here we go. Templates without miniatures. So large is 12 yards.
2, 4, and 6. Yeah, 2, 4,
12
and
yards.
6 diameter.
12
Okay.
yards, 4 targets, yeah.
All right. So if I put this over here and I shrink this down to about a 6, it should be this big. And who are you casting it on? Joey Ramone and his buddies?
No. Right there. Everyone except for Joey.
Why you gotta be such a cheater, Vay? Why do you gotta be such a cheater? Okay, I'm not making rolls
It's
for
called
everybody.
knowing the rules, I believe.
What does your confusion say again? It's a smarts roll. So confusion, distracted and vulnerable. If he fails a smarts roll at -2 on a raise, both states. Okay, so you have to.
I gotta roll it.
Can making him both distracted and vulnerable if he fails a smarts roll at -2 with a raise on the arcane. Both states are removed at the end of the victim's next turn. Okay, so you got to roll it.
Right.
Roll your psionicles. Okay, so that's going to be a success. Are you good with that?
Yeah. So it's just a regular.
Just a regular roll. All right, so scav gangs have a smarts of D6. And I'm going to say the Scav Gang leader's got a D8. So I'll roll for the Scav Gangers. There's Charles again. So they succeed. And Joey the leader. Oh, Joey the leader aces. Look at that. Wow. Joey's not having any of your bullshit. A 21. So by the looks of it, every one of them for some reason succeeded on your roll. They all passed. Do you need a minute, Vay?
No, I guess that's it.
So do we get to play action cards like at any time?
I believe so.
Well, so if that's the case, then I mean, I'll drop this action card
How dare you?
for base roll. Play instead of rolling to automatically succeed a trait roll with a single raise. If that works.
Well, that's your card. Are you giving that to Vay?
Yeah, fuck it, use it.
Does that make all of them fail? However,
So play instead of rolling to automatically succeed a trait roll. So they passed all their tests, right?
Well,
Oh no, fuck. Forget it. I think I see where this is going. No, give it back.
okay.
I see
What
where this is going.
they only got a 4 in their smarts roll. So if that's played with a raise, it would be a -2, which means all of the mooks would have failed. The only person that would have succeeded would have been Joey.
Yeah. Fuck it, let's do it. So they would have. I'm sorry, I distracted for a sec there. They already passed or they already failed.
Well, if you play the ace card, they would have failed. They would have rolled a 2 instead of a 4.
Fuck it, do it. Here you go.
All right. So you're going to give this card to Vay, and Vay is going to play the ace card. Vay, you got to give him one of your cards.
yeah, just pick whichever one you want because
I
I
don't
can
even
only
care
play one card.
whichever one doesn't work for you.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I
she-
only get to play one card,
Yeah.
so you can take
Oh
whatever you
shit!
want.
No, I don't want to take that away from you. No. Give back my card. That's fine. Sorry, guys.
No, this is the opening thing on the fight. This is a good time to use it.
All right, well then let's use it. And I don't care. Give me this one right here.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
inspiration probably the best card.
All right.
Sure. Well, that
I'm
one.
going to take these cards, throw them
There
back
we
in the pile, now that you guys have successfully cheated up a storm. And that
yeah.
puts all of the mooks are vulnerable, distracted, and vulnerable.
All right.
So if we look at the chart, what does distracted and vulnerable do? Oh, it's -2. -2, right? Anything you do to them is -2, and anything they do to you is -2.
No, anything we do to them is +2.
Yes.
Anything they do, -2.
Yes. Bend, disarm, distracted. -2 to all trait rolls until the end of the character's next turn. And
Look, there's a bunch of twos involved.
there's which?
There's a bunch of twos involved. Just go
Yes,
Yeah, that's-
exactly. So that's essentially what happens. Anything they do is -2. Anything you do to them is +2. They're all kind of standing around looking a little bit funny, and Joey Ramone, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing to my boys?" Yeah, hey. He was on hold, so he is going to take his action, and he is going to shoot at 6 because he sees what you did to his boys. How's that sound? I think it sounds good to me.
predictable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. Casting your funny brain bits on my boys. Scavenge.
Always go for the wizard first.
Well, that's exactly how you should roll. He's got a shooting of. I'm gonna give him an extra shooting, D8, and that is going to be a success. Shooting is 2d6. Uh-oh. 20 damage. What is your toughness, Vay? You have a toughness of 5, so 15 divided by 4 is going to be 4 wounds. 15.
No.
No, the
3.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
But I'm gonna soak.
Okay, I'll take your Benny. Roll your vigor.
Oh, I get a +2. All right, so that's 13.
Okay, so essentially that's just going to negate.
That's 2 raises.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so I
going.
get 2.
That's going to negate all of the damage, right? That's 3.
Yep, 3 wounds soaked.
All right, so he shoots in your general direction. You hear the gun go off. It sort of just skins right past your head, hits the wall behind you, and Joey's like, "Get him, boys!" And that's going to be his turn. Yeah, hey. Who's going next? 7, 5, 5. So there's 2 5s and a 7, which means Charles. Charles is up.
What 5 did Charles get? It's reverse alphabetical.
Sorry,
I got a 7.
I read it wrong. And
7.
yeah, Charles, you're up next. You got a 7, and then it's
Got it.
Charles, Pete, and then Corey.
When did the chumps go?
They got.
6.
Oh shit! I got an 8. I got it. Oh man, I'm screwing all my shit up. My chumps go next. So they're going to advance on mass. These guys
Yeah, I
are
remember
going.
the first time I Savage Worlds too.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate that. Billy Idle's going to come flying in with Billy Not So Idle. He's going to make a couple of smashes on that guy, and then the rest of them are just going to advance a little bit. Joey Ramone runs up here. These guys are going to slowly, like, sort of stumble ahead. Something like that. And Joey and his boys, they're going to take sort of some kind of cover over behind this wagon and possibly come up behind Birch. Now, Chainsaw 1 and 2, Richie and Elvis Ramone advance on Vey. They're going to make their melee attacks, which is a D6 minus 2. You can hear the chainsaws rev up. Ring, uh-oh. Vey has a flashback to the noise that she heard outside the... what's your parry?
Well, give me a Molotov, someone.
What's your parry?
It's 7.
And they got 9 minus 2. So Chainsaw Guy 1, he is going to succeed. I don't know what fucking chainsaw damage is. So awesome. You know, it's cool when you're prepared for a thing. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if I can find...
Chainsaw is 2d6 plus 4.
Thanks, Pete. I appreciate your expertise. 2d6, add 4 onto this number. He hits you for 12 damage. Essentially.
10.
Okay.
So it has 1 wound.
10 would be...
Can I...
Yes, 10 would be 1 wound. That's right.
Well, can I soak more than once per round, I guess?
Yep, as long as you have bennies, you can soak.
Yeah. That's why I say bennies to soak. Alright, I'll soak it.
All right. So yeah, he comes up, takes a sort of a swing at you. You sort of maybe step out of the way a little bit. You can tell that he's got that confused look in his eyes. He's like, man, there's 2 of her. He starts screaming because he's confused. Get it?
You know, this built-in bra is paying for itself today.
Richie Ramone steps forward with his chainsaw. He's going to make an attack as well. He's only got a fighting D6. Oh, wow. So he got a 7, which is a 5 versus your parry.
Which is a 7. So that's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, he swings wildly. He's like, you ain't kidding. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. I swear there is. He's looking at you cross-eyed as he takes a step forward. Billy Idle and Not So Billy Idle are going to... I think they're going to fucking pound you in the head with their golf clubs there, Cricket Baby. You ready for this? Here's my first attack to Pete. That's going to be a miss. And the second attack is also going to be a miss. What's your parry, Pete? It's over 5, isn't it? Minus 2, 3. It's over 3.
My parry is... I have no idea. Nope.
You know what fucking chainsaw damage is, but you don't know what your own parry is. Parry is 6. So yeah, these guys come up. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Couple of golf club swings at you. And again, you can see there again, they're cross-eyed and shit like that too. That's going to be it for my turn. Everybody's moved. These guys are now under some kind of cover. Maybe not too much cover. They tuck up against the side of the wagon over here, so they're going to get a little bit of cover, maybe 2 points of cover. All right, that's it for my mooks. Now we go to Charles. Arnie, what's Arnie doing?
Arnie is going to send that gonk droid to attack.
All right, roll repair.
He's going to do a power discharge on them so hard. That's 6.
Okay, so that is a success. You grab onto this gonk droid, rip the side panel off with one of your little leafy planty handies kinds of a deal, and
The only one.
yeah, you get to reprogramming. You press the button that says defend mode, turn the unit so that its camera faces one of these bad guys, and you press the attack button. And good old gonk here. I don't, for some reason, think I could grab him.
Grab the one over here. The still one.
Can I get this guy? All right, so he starts walking off. Gonk. He comes over and he's gonna start attacking these guys. He doesn't really move that fast, so it's kind of a slow little move as he makes his way over here. All right, that's it.
Yeah, because I didn't multi-action declare, so I'll hide behind this device over here.
All right,
Cover.
cool. Pete, I think you're next with the 6.
Okay. Where am I? Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over to Mr. Idle. Nothing personal pity, but I'm gonna bloody your White Wedding, and I'm gonna hit him with me pincers. So that will be a strength check.
The bad guys have a parry 5, so that's going to be on point.
Okay, and I do strength plus D6, so oh yes, 14 damage.
Toughness of 7. 2 of that is from armor. They got some kind of crude body armor or something like that. So, which guy did you annihilate? This one in front of you, Billy Idol?
Well, yes, I've pincer clawed his skull.
All right. His head splits in half, and he just kind of falls to the ground. You hear the clang of his golf club hit this sort of metal generator off to the side, and not so Billy Idol looks at you. He's like, "You're gonna pay for that, mister." Cricket
Well,
baby.
he ain't got no. That's the end of his rebel yell.
That's what he does when he goes down. He's like, "Rebel!" And then he just falls and turns into a fucking blood splat on the ground. Who's next? Gordon. All right, Gordon.
Right, so it looks like Quack already took care of one. Gordon's going to step in the middle. What are the chances, if I plot myself down right here, I can hit all 3 of, let's see here, this guy, and this guy.
Oh, I think your chances are 100%. You're going to try your sweep maneuver on them?
I'm most definitely going to.
All right.
So I make an attack roll at -2.
Okay, but that's going to be negated by their -2, so you can just count it as a straight. They all have -2, right?
Correct.
And you get +2.
I
you
get
get a
+2 against them,
against
but I'm
them, yeah.
taking -2 for the sweep.
Right. Okay.
So
So
that's flat out negated.
yeah, you got to beat a parry of 5.
Okay. I think that does it.
I think that does it. That hits with a raise, bud. That is a sweep
Perfect.
with a razy.
So damage is strength D6 plus another D6 for the raise, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so strength 12 D6.
Twice.
There we go.
15
So it
damage.
looks like damage 15, and actually I have to roll it for each of them. So if we go left to right, that'd be 15 for the first.
Okay. He's toast.
Here.
Billy not so idle. He goes down with his rebel yell.
Okay, next one would be. That's a 6. What's their toughness?
Toughness is 7.
Okay, well I definitely want to Benny that.
I'll steal your Benny.
Yep. That's better.
Wow. Absolute frickin' kibosh on that fella.
Okay, and then the third one. That's good.
Wow. Look at you crushing dudes. Yeah, the chainsaws just kind of skitter on the ground. Ring, 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 ring. Eventually, they vibrate into their legs a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. You can see some blood spraying everywhere and shit like that. But yeah, that quickly handled all 3 of those. Now, do you have a weapon like a hammer or something like that you sweep with?
Yeah, he's got the war hammer, so it's a strength plus. Shit, I just had it.
Yeah, and that's a weapon that you made. I'll have to put something like that on your character sheet or on your little miniature for you.
Oh, it's on there. I've got Warhammer strength plus D6. It's
Yeah.
spiked in AP1.
I'll put something like that on your miniature so that you're always wielding it. All right, so 3 guys just boosh, 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 heads popping, lights go out, their eyeballs roll into the back of their heads, and they're just laying there motionless on the ground as the chainsaws sort of vibrate into them, and you cut little bits of their arms and legs off as they bleed out and die. Is that it for everybody's turn? All right, so I need to deal to all. I got a 4, but I got to deal 2 cards to myself. A 4 and a 9 is what I have. 4 is going to be Joey. 9 is going to be the Mooks. Looks like Pete is going first.
Yes. So,
I'll be
I
going
was at the-
last, so that means the confusion is still in effect, so that'll help.
Quack will sort of race over here and have a go for Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So that's another hit. Brum, brum, brum. Oh yes. I'm going to Benny that damage. Doo-doo-doo. If I can grab a Benny, there we go. And do it again. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Want a bit more than that, baby. That's better. There we go, 14 damage.
All right, on Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten goes down. What'd you do to him, Pete?
He quack crept up behind him and sort of put his claw up between his legs from behind and both his nuts off.
Me newts! Johnny Rotten. Yeah. He's like, I was hoping to keep those in the afterlife. This guy is going to change his target over to the next fella. That being Pete's turn. Who goes next? 7, Charles. Arnie. What's Arnie doing? Oh.
What is the gonk droid drew?
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. I think I go next. 9 of... What do I got? I got 9 of
clubs.
I got spades.
Yeah.
So I go
You go
first. I need to find a thing. 1 second. Miniatures. Oh, come on. Where is he? Oh, let's drop this guy. No. Let's drop this guy. And then, if I go over here, I don't know why I don't have him saved somewhere, but I do not. So I need to go find him on my deal, because a thing is about to happen.
Ooh.
Here we go. Right click. Copy image address. Right click. Custom. Oh, no you don't. Wow, I accidentally imported a bunch of dudes. I think Joey Ramone, so Billy Idol's not there. He's not there. This guy's not here. Is there one in the outskirts over here? There is, right there. He's also not there. You guys are kind of hanging out, blasting away. There's some gunfire going on. Joey Ramone saying a thing. When behind you hear the doors open. Darquani walks out. He's drunk as fuck. He's like, "Oh, there you guys are. What's going on? What's happening over there?" And just as Darquani walks through the doors, the old Joey Ramone, he pops a shot off at this towards 6. He's like, "You cybernetic psionic bitch," and he takes a shot at you. Let's see if he hits, because if he doesn't hit, his shot is going to go wide. He's got a D8 in shooting. That is going to be a trait of 5. Oh, actually, sorry. It's not even his turn. He's shooting. Well, to be honest with you, I just want to kill Darquani, guys. Right? I just wanted to have Darquani walk in and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" You guys all turn around. You see Darquani. He's drunk. He's holding some kind of fucking appleberry whiskey bomb. He's like, "Geez, these are some hard-hitting whiskey shots." And then his head turns into red mist as Darquani just gets fucking... You see him just turn over, and he drops into a pile of gooey mess. There's a big red stain in the wall. And yeah.
He died doing what he loved.
Fuck Darquani. All right, and that was Joey Ramone's... Welcome to the choo-choo train, suckers. Woo-woo.
Hey, whoa! That means we have a sweet new hideout and a third speeder. Awesome.
Yeah. So Darquani, he slumps up against the wall. He hits the ground, and in true Darquani fashion that you really wouldn't know about, he doesn't spill a drink or a drop of his drink. He's just kind of sitting there. He hits the ground. Yeah, but
That's
now
anyone that's drinking.
Yes. Johnny Fresh, he walks up. He's going to start clubbing this machine because he sees that it's coming for him. He's trying to hit it in the laser pipe or in the optical sensor. Let's see if he can hit it. And he rolls a 4 against the old robot. I'm going to say that that's just going to be a success, and we're going to roll for some club damage.
It's -2, though.
Oh, yeah, it's -2, so that's going to be a miss. Yeah, you just hear it go ka-tunk as it sort of smashes on the top of this thing. Johnny Fresh is just sort of beating the crap out of it, but never lands a solid blow with and hits the optical sensor. So he's doing that. I think this guy is not supposed to be there. Joey Ramone's going to come over here. He's going to take cover, and Harry Debbie, these guys climb underneath, and they come up behind. You can tell that they're crawl out from underneath. This is a big vehicle, right? It's easy for them just to fucking stop, drop, and roll their full pace. They pop up beside old Rack of Ribs, Birch Ranzo. They're going to take a couple of smashing effects at him. Now, I don't think these guys were affected by your confusion spell.
Yeah, everyone except for Joey got caught.
Okay, so they're going to attack at -2. That is going to be a miss. They come up behind Birch. Birch is going to turn. He's going to return some fire right now. He's got some... He's going to take... Oh, I got my roll in progress here. So his first one is a miss. Second one's going to be at -2 because he's double actioning. Ooh, nice. Trait roll is a 10. It's going to be a hit with a raise. So 2d6 becomes 3d6, and he hits one of them in the face, just turning their complete melon into a ball of pink mist. Debbie Harry goes down, and Harry Debbie looks at Debbie Harry, and he drops to his knees. He's like, "Oh, my sweet wife. At least you perished what you loved doing as well, like that other guy." And yeah, Harry Debbie's like, "I'm gonna fucking turn you into a new pair of slippers." Catman. I think that's it for nope. Joey Ramone. Joey Ramone's got a gun. He has a pistol. He is going to shoot at Pete, at Cockwalk, because yeah, he doesn't like the fact that you snip somebody's balls off. -2. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't. His shot just goes pew off into the distance. And I think that's it for my turn. 5, 9. Arnie, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I gotta go protect the kitty cat.
All right.
So I will. Crap. Swing this around. No. I'm not a melee fighter. I've only got one melee. So I'll throw a slingshot at this dude. I'll sling that guy and kill him, and then we'll all be happy.
Okay, so you're gonna get +2 because he's just kind of dazed and confused. He's looking down at his sweet love, Debbie.
It's really tragic. Ooh, it's really tragic.
Oh wow! Hit with a raise. Sling to the cranium.
+2.
All right, so strength plus d4. How strong am I? That's kind of sucky. 6 damage.
Yeah, it's not enough to break his toughness.
Well, I'll Benny that then.
All right, I'll come and steal your Benny. Just make your roll.
That's better. He's dead.
Wow. 17. Yeah, he's kind of crying over his wife, Debbie Harry, there. And in doing so, he doesn't see that shot coming. He kind of slumps over top, and the two of them are just kind of laying in a pile of Debbie Harry, Debbie Dairy mess.
Whoa.
Hey, Debbie, do you say?
Johnny.
What about the droid?
Okay, you're gonna roll for the droid.
What do I roll? Which one?
Just give him a D6 for attack. You got to hit a parry of 5.
Oh no, he dies. He explodes and takes him out. It was actually a murder-suicide love pact with him and that guy.
Excellent. Yeah, he comes over in this little area here. Old Johnny Fresh, when Johnny was smashing on top of his little tin can lid, must have short-circuited him somehow. But I'm going to say small burst template, which is going to hit Pete, and it's going to hit Johnny Fresh. This little thing sort of goes off, and its little miniature power pack explodes into, like, you know, little electric sparks everywhere. Roll. Let's do a 2d8 for damage. And that's what everybody's gonna suffer as this thing just critically explodes into a ball of electrical goo. 7 points of damage. Okay, well that's gonna be enough to shake this fella, but it's not gonna be enough to take out Johnny Fresh, and I don't even think that's gonna break Cockwalk's toughness.
Yeah. This carapace.
Mm-hmm. All right, so down with that guy. Gordon, what are you doing?
Let's see here.
You got.
Sure, I've got the range for this, but yeah, he's gonna have to try and make a run if he's gonna get over to Johnny Rotten there. So let's do that.
Okay, roll your run die and let's see what you got.
Yeah, run die is what's the D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So your best one of the two was a 6, so you get 12.
Yep. So that should theoretically make it. Let's move him over to Johnny Numbnuts there.
All right, he's going. Oops.
Oh, that's a little far. Like right, that guy.
Yep.
All right, and he's gonna take a smash at him.
You do a fantastic hippo run across the junkyard towards poor little Joey Ramone.
Are those guys still vulnerable?
Until the end of Vay's turn, she goes last. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So then I'd get a +2, but I'm getting -2 because the run's just a flat out swing then. You would think by now I'd learn how to do this. Swinging over the fences,
Look at
swinging.
the hippo run. The hippo run is awesome.
All right, so 7 hit.
7 beats his parry, yes. He's got a parry of 5.
Sweet. Sweet. So let's see here. Strength, D6.
Toughness of
Oh, I
12.
totally used the wrong die for that, but
Or
8's fine.
you got to re-roll?
That's the right die, but that's too many dice now.
Wow, I remember the first time I played role-playing games.
Yeah, I know, eh? That's a 5, so that's not good enough. Take a penny, and I'll roll this again, hopefully correctly. There we go.
10
10.
damage.
I'm good with 10.
Okay, that just shakes him.
Okay, well, good enough.
Yeah, Joey Ramone's, he's a little rattled just by your gallop, your hip hop run, your trot, whatever it is that a half rhino, half hippo man does.
Yep.
Last but not least, 6.
All right. I want to telekinetically pick up the destroyed robot and drop it on Johnny Fresh.
Oh, sweet. Oh, I haven't given you the telekinetics. Did you take some new skills?
Yeah, yeah.
Telekinesis and invis. I'm pretty sure. Feature
Oh,
cards.
you have cards for it, right?
Yeah, I should somewhere. Suede power cards.
Let me make some room for you.
So you need invisible and telekinesis. There's telekinesis. And invis, because these should be in alphabetical order, will be under I. Go ahead and do your thing while I sort this out for you.
Ooh, goes off with a raise.
Wow. There we go. Delete those, take these, and organize them however you like. Now you've dropped this thing or flung this thing or done a thing with this thing, and yeah, it's not good for this guy. You hit with a raise on telekinesis.
Yeah. So that changes to a D12 instead of a D10. And the dropped object will be strength plus D6 damage.
Okay, so but you hit with a raise, right? It has a strength of D10 or D12 with a raise. So you're gonna roll D12, D6 for damage.
All right. Yep.
All right, roll away.
Oh, okay. So it'll automatically roll a wild die. So I'll just do a D12 and add them both.
It won't show up under damage.
All
It'll
right.
show
I rolled
up
a
as
5 and a 5, so that's 10 damage.
right. Okay, I see what you're saying. You want to go that route. Okay, and that's on Johnny Fresh. That is just going to be enough to shake him. He has a
Oh,
toughness.
he's already shaken.
Okay, this is correct. So that's gonna
The
take him out.
explosion- Yeah, the explosion shook him.
There you go. Johnny Fresh goes down under a blast of gonk gonk is the last words that he hears as he falls to the ground.
I mean, this is an expensive thing because it's 5 power points to do it, but it's pretty cool.
And that's a lot of damage, and you just dropped a fucking robot on that guy's head. Action deck. Deal to everybody. 6, and I need another card, and I got a joker for my minions. Not a joker,
Me,
I got a jack.
please.
Pete needs another card. Pete is green. For quick, deal to green.
Oh, nice.
All right, so I have a 6 for the boss, and my mooks are a jack.
I want an ace.
I believe, by the looks of it, you go first.
So where are the remaining ones now? So we've only got Johnny Ramone and Johnny Ramone left, have we?
Yeah,
Ramon is shaken too.
yeah, he's shaken, and the
Joey,
leader.
sorry.
Okay, so in that case, I will Quack will